Okay, today we're doing lesson 86. Okay, and we're going to find the area of a circle. Okay, we've worked with perimeter and area of like rectangles and squares and things like that. But today we're going to find area of a circle. Now, I've drawn a circle here to remind you what the radius is. The radius is the distance between the middle of the circle to the one side of the circle. Okay, so that's your radius. Diameter would be if we went all the way across. Okay, that would be diameter. Okay, all right, so here's our formula for finding the area of a circle. And it would really be helpful if you wrote this in your flip chart. Okay, area equals pi times radius squared. Let me say that again. Area equals pi times radius squared. And just to remind you about what pi is equal to, and you may want to write that next to your formula. Pi is equal to 3.14, okay, for what we're going to do today. Okay, so if I tell you the radius of a circle is 3 centimeters, and I ask you to find the area, this is what you'll do. Once you know the radius, which we know is 3 centimeters, you've got to square that. And that little 2 means that you've got to multiply the radius by itself, which so I'd have to multiply 3 times 3. Okay, 3 times 3 would be 9. And then I have to multiply that by pi. So I would be multiplying 3.14, which is pi, times the radius squared. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, 4 times 9, 36, carry the 3. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12, carry the 1. 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1 is 28. And remember, you've got decimals. You've got 2 decimal points here, none here, for a total of 2. 1, 2 decimal point. So here would be your answer, 28.26 centimeters squared. Okay, centimeters squared. That's when you find your area. You've got to write it in square. Write it squared. Okay. All right. Let me give you another one. Okay. Let's suppose we have a radius this time of 2 centimeters. And I want you to find the area. Well, we know we're going to take pi, which is 3.14, and multiply it by whatever the radius squared is. Since the radius is 2 centimeters, the little 2 here means you have to multiply the radius by itself. So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, and multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. Carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 3 times 4 is 12. Again, you have 2 decimal places here, none here, for a total of 2. 1, 2 decimal points. So here's how you'd write your answer. 12.56, and it's centimeters. And because it's area, you put square. Okay? All right, that's when you know the radius. Now I'm going to give you one with diameter. Okay, suppose we know that the diameter of a circle is 12 inches. Now, that's diameter. But look at our formula. Area equals pi times radius squared. Okay? Now, the diameter of a circle is the distance from one side of the circle to the other. That's diameter when it goes all the way across. So half of the diameter is the radius. So if they give you diameter, all you have to do is take the diameter and divide it by 2 to find your radius. So we would take our 12, since it's diameter, divide it by 2, and you'd get 6 would be your radius. Now you've got your radius, okay? So we found our radius, which is 6 inches here, okay? But now we still got to square our radius before we multiply it by pi. So we have 6 inches as our radius, and that little 2, remember, that means you're going to take your radius and multiply it by itself. It's like the radius is a factor 2 times. So we have 6 times 6, which would be 36. Okay? So now, we have 3.14 times 36. Okay? And let's multiply. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay, 4 times 6 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, put our 0. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, and then we add. Okay, again, we have 2 decimal places here, none here, and for a total of 2. So 1, 2 decimal point. So here it's 113.04, and that was inches. I had given you inches, so it's inches squared. Okay? All right, that's how you find the area of a circle. Remember to email me your answers to your lesson practice. Okay? Have a great day.